Okay, I forgot to turn the camera on there. I rolled the log now so I can get the last part of the cant off of there. In case you're new to this, when you're using the small stops there, to weld it on stop to hold the log, you want to make sure that you put the dogs down kind of low. Like if you see that dog up there that I have, it's down low there. It's almost at the bottom of the cant. And that's so that it holds it straight. If you go up too high, it'll tend to move the cant over this way a little bit, and it'll give you an angular cut board. You want to avoid that. So that's one of the reasons why I have the dog down low on the log. So I'm going to measure where the lowest spot is that's going to give me good wood, and that's where I'm going to cut that bark off. About 9 inches there. 9 inches there. So I'll cut 9 inches off the bump to get that bark off of there. See what we got. There's a little bit of rotten wood right here, so I really ought to cut that off there, but I still want to see how far I can go. There's a little bit of sapwood up in here. I think you can see where the white is there in the middle of this, right around in here. Not really good for what I want to use it for, so I'm just going to go down another inch there. And then if I have to, I'll just cut a 1x3 or a 1x4 out of it. lot of people want to see the grain of the wood, so I'm going to show you that and explain a couple of things here. Now if we take a nice look at this, you can see the nice red oak. That's pretty much heartwood there, but now right here it starts turning white a little bit, so there's a little bit of sapwood there, sapwood over here. Okay, so the red is the heartwood, the white is the sapwood. This is called wane. A lot of people have heard me say that already. When you have bark on the board, it's called wane. Now I'm not going to have that on there because when I cut this board, which I've already cut at 1 inch, I'm going to put it off to the side and I'm going to reduce the width of it down to whatever this is in here, probably 3 inches. Okay, so you can see there's a little bit of dark stuff in this sapwood here. So getting down lower is basically what you're wanting to do. Other than that, the grain is beautiful on red oak. I mean, really, look at that. You can't beat that. But now when we get down here to the end, we have a little more sapwood that came from that branch that came off the side of the tree. And then this stuff here is not what it ought to be. It's not as hard as what the heartwood is. But you know, it could probably be used if you polyurethane it good and you know, put it into a table somewhere. It all depends on what you like, what you're looking at. I like just regular wood that's that has no imperfections in it. Then I don't have to listen to somebody who may not like it, because you'd be surprised. Someone who has like a really good assortment of furniture is not going to have wood with knots and stuff showing up in it. That's not how they built things in the time. So I try not to do that either. But hey, sometimes, you know, people have their own opinions, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes they get some good looking stuff out of some odd looking wood. So this is a 1x8, so I'll stick with that until it gets to the point where I have to change it. You know, because of the way I normally cut, everything in me is telling me to cut this log off here at 8 foot. But I just want to show you how things crop up. You can see that, you know, down another inch it's getting a little more shoddy there, but there's still 2 inches. I can probably get another board out of that, so we'll check and see yet. all the way up to here. It doesn't look like it hurt it. I'm just saying that, you know, you can see part of the branch in there. But it's still some nice looking wood. Let me show you that. From here down. Very nice. Very nice. Now the next two, I should get two more. One, and then the second one ought to show me the opening there a little bit. Now you can see there what I was saying about the knot showing through. And I'm going to cut that at 8 foot now. So here's the thing. It's only from experience of cutting that I knew that I could probably get an 8-footer out of that by measuring it. So I measured inside the hole there. We went in about 10 inches. I figured that there might be another maybe 10 inches or so of bad wood, and that gives me the 8 foot that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go get the chainsaw and cut that off so I'm not fooling with that anymore. Alright, so I cut that off. That gives me 8'3". It still looks a little daunting at this end here with the black marks in it, but it looks like it's going to be solid wood. So that's not too bad. A couple of knots in this, a little bit of a hole right there in that knot, but it's not something that can't be fixed for furniture, you know, if you're going to have knots in the furniture. Or you can cut it out and just get rid of the knot. Alright, so now the rest of that gets cut into 1x8, and that'll be the end of that log. Color in this black, but it still looks like solid wood. However, up here a little further, You see there's some cracking in there that's extending past the knot a little bit. So we'll just keep cutting the boards and see what happens. I mean, these boards are, we're talking furniture here. And if you're talking about, you know, fence boards or any kind of other stuff that you want to make, these boards may be perfectly fine for that. Closer to the pith here. We're in the pith right here, part way down, and then the pith changes a little bit, but the pith is the next, I'd say 1 inch board for certain. So that may be a crappy looking board, and then after that we might get into some better stuff. Where the tree originally started growing the first couple of years. I'm still in the pith at this end. It looks like I'm out of it at the other end there. So I still have to go another board or two to get out of the pith totally. nice looking solid piece of wood there. So I'm going to cut from the bunk up 1 inch and let that be my last board. That's about 1.25 inches there, that board. I don't really want that. I want them all the same thickness so I can stack them easy. But you can see there's a lot more knots on that there too. But there's no cracks in it. The knots are sound, so should be good. Okay, so that's the last one on there. Now what I just want to show you here is I would not call this exactly furniture grade lumber, okay? But it's solid wood. It looks pretty nice all the way down. And the opposite side has a couple more knots in it. You know, they're a little bigger. But the wood is solid. So even though I wouldn't use this for furniture, now that's indoor furniture. You might want to be able to take these boards and make some outdoor furniture for yourself. Maybe you would want to, you know, polyurethane it or paint it good so that the red oak holds up a little better. But, you know, outside porch tables, things like that, or chairs, which is all good. You could even use this for, it's hard to use red oak on framing. I've done it, but man, it's murder nailing it. But there's a lot of things you could use this to make, and that's what you should consider when you're cutting wood and you're cutting it yourself. You've got the wood on the property. Why waste it? Try and figure out what you can do with this. For me, any of these bad boards, I'm making a potato bin out of them because they'll make good bins for me to plant potatoes in. And that's something I don't have to buy. Now, if I were to sell this, I wouldn't be selling this at the price of red oak. Stuff like this I would sell at the price of probably white pine, just to get something for cutting it. For a board like this, let's see, 8 foot, so roughly 4, it's more than 4 board feet. So I would say that maybe 6 board feet. You might want to get, I don't know, maybe 50 cents a board foot for this. $4, $3, something like that. And if the guy's going to buy a bunch of it, it might even make it, you know, a better price. But I'm just saying, that's what you could do. So, alright guys, well that's it for the sawmilling for this video. Hope you had a good one. Hope you're enjoying the videos. If you are, I've never asked this before, but I'm going to ask it now. Click on the thumbs up button if you would like. and you know, join the channel. So that's all I'm asking. Other than that, have a good one.